right, hey guys, what's going on, man? So today's a good day. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this. So today's video is going to be about the first drive of the Tremec. Now, it's going to be first drive for you guys, but it's probably going to be my second drive. I had a couple short drives to get familiar with it, and it is a different animal, and we're going to talk about that. So we're going to discuss how we're going to handle this video. Now, we're going to try and mimic what we did on my last video when I said I was done with the Calimer Stage 3. So we're going to do some similarities as far as getting the same captions, if you will, or captures, I should say, of the videos. The other thing we're going to do before we get into that, to make it fair and square, I pulled footage from my very first drive of the Calimer Stage 3 MT82. So it's a fair comparison. First drive here, first drive on the Calimer Stage 3, so you guys can try, truly hear what's going on. In that video, the car had a RSC clutch, which made also some gravel noise, but again, it's not the clutch. It's the transmission that makes the noise at idle. It is not the clutch. But anyways, I just want to let you guys know that for a comparison. So if you guys are watching, if you're interested in a Tremec and you want to make that conversion, if you got questions, hit me up. I'll try and answer them. This install took a little bit long. We had some incorrect built parts initially on the cross member, and then it just kind of took a while to get through some of the other they're all minor issues. And lastly, our throwout bearing, the tilt and throwout bearing that we used, we needed spacing behind it to get the right measurement from the throwout bearing to the fingers of the clutch. There's like 125,000 air gap there. So to get that measurement with enough of the tilt seated on the threaded shoulder of that throwout bearing, because it's fully adjustable, we needed to get a spacer so we could have at least a ½ inch onto that, whereas we only had a threaded in half before, so it just wasn't enough. The build took so long too, just because the shop, the way they do business, I mean, they turn over cars. This car they took their time on and did a meticulous job, so a big shout out to Scotty's Auto. The tech Ken, he wired the transmission, he pinned it, he built connectors, so if we had to take it back out, in which we did, he could do that. So, and then anybody else can do that. So it's not soldered together. So this is a very nice professional setup. We'll go through later the Bowler speedometer, I think calibration setup for your gears, etc. We'll talk about that in another video. But again, that's why it kind of took so long, and they don't like rushing this car just because they want to make sure it's right. So again, a big shout out to them. I want to thank my new subs. So thanks guys for joining on. And then again, we got a lot of stuff going on in this car. So without further ado, what we're gonna do, is we'll do a walk around, let you guys hear the car while it's running, and then we'll go ahead and do our driving and go through each, gear. I'm not going to do a lot of talking, so just beware. This video is about this transmission, and I'll tell you what I know of it. Yeah, let's get rolling. So again, guys out there, if you're looking to do a conversion, if you got questions, hit me up. I'll be happy to answer them. This is a very sound transmission. So let's get going. side pipes are off, just an FYI, and they're capped. They're closed off, so we can get a true interior sound for you guys on the training. Gave her a nice, quick, clean job yesterday and wiped down. She's a beauty. Now, first thing you're gonna notice, there's no gravel sound. None whatsoever. It's how cars should be. Yeah, buddy. Now what I do want to share with you guys, the feel of this stick shift mechanism, this is mounted in the transmission. It has the Ceta Tri-X short throw shifter on. And in this training, you won't miss a gear. You know where you're at every time. So it pushes itself into the neutral position in the middle of third and fourth, always, okay? It's there always. So whenever you move it or let go and you put it in neutral, you can feel it. It pops into place. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. And you can hear it and you can feel it. So this is what I like about this, number one. So for example, this is neutral. You have to push it over to get it in first. So first gear, you feel it going, you hear it. There's your first, pull it straight back. Second, third, you just push it straight up. Boom. You will not miss a gear. Like on the MT82 going second to third. You will not miss a gear. You will not go from first to fourth in this either. Straight down is fourth. You just pull it straight down. Neutral, there it is. All the way over to the right is reverse. You pull it out, watch. Boom. It pops right back into the position of neutral, which is just in the middle of third and fourth. That's a nice feature. Very, very nice feature. So we'll get to driving. It sounds awful. I'm sorry, guys. To me, it sounds awful. Fourth gear. With this gear in this training, it's a 297 first and the 373. These are much taller gears, so they're a little long and drawn out. So understand, I can't rev it too high for the break-in and get too crazy on the clutch either. So we're just gonna respect that. again, and I'm just in awe with this. It's just taking this car to another level. So here's 4th gear, 3,000 RPM. Fifth, 3,000 RPM. Fifth. Now you can hear it sounds like it's the rear end when you're going into gear. Now I gotta ask about that. I don't know if it should be like that. It's like the clunkiness of the drive shaft. When you let off, it also, you can hear it. So if you guys got Tremecs out there and you hear the same thing, hit me up and let me know. We're cruising 5th gear, about 2,500 RPM. Now we're gonna go to 6. Now that's, put a little pressure on the outside to pull it down into 6. There's 6th gear, about 2,000 RPM. Smooth. Absolutely smooth. We're gonna go into 4th gear. Push it up, it pops right into place. It finds itself straight back 4th. Boom. We'll go to 3rd. It's 4,000. I'm 42, we won't go over that. This thing is solid. It's not loosey-goosey. It's solid. It's firm. You can feel it. And it's a big difference from the MT82 remote shifter. All right, so hey guys, just to wrap that video, I used a GoPro 11 with the full media mod, which probably was a mistake because that enhanced the sound unbelievable. So it picked up, in fact, if you were listening, it probably didn't sound any better than the Calimer in that video. However, I can guarantee you, they're not even close. We got 100 miles on this already. It is just an amazing to drive. It's quiet. The only thing you hear is the clicks and notches going into gear. And I believe that's pretty normal. It takes a little bit to get used to that, but like I said earlier, talking about that, you know what gear you're in, and there's no mistaking for it to go wrong because, you know, it just, the way that shifter is set up, and it works quite well. So that's where we'll leave it at. We will probably do a 250 mile check-in. So far I'm happy. I've been driving the car, and I can't believe how much I've missed with this car. So guys, if you like what you see, thanks for watching. We'll keep things moving on this, and hopefully we'll strive towards the full mod build with the heads and the cams. So you guys have a great day. Take care.